welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a fashion, I was going to do fashion favorites, but it's going to be fashion moments, like most memorable moments of fashion month. So yeah, we're going to talk about that today. Today I'm in this off the shoulder top. It's from Zara. I got it from Plato's Closet, and Cameron picked this out, and this watch and the rest of my outfit. But next week I'm doing a video where Cameron picks out all my outfits for a week, and I'm filming that this week so that I can be ready for next week or whatever. Yeah, you see how it's going. But basically, if you want to see the rest of the fit and the rest of the other fits that he styles for me this week, then tune in for next week's video. But for now, we will go into everything that happened. Not everything, obviously, like this video will be forever, but like some very memorable, interesting moments that happened in Fashion Month this year. So Fashion Month, if you're not already familiar, it consists of New York Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week, and Paris Fashion Week. And basically they just group it all together and call it Fashion Month. There's also like some other cities that do Fashion Week as well, but like those are like the big four. So yeah, those are kind of like, that's kind of why it's called Fashion Month or whatever. And there's also other things that have gone on like outside of the shows in particular, but I'm gonna be basically talking about the shows. There have been other things, like for example, Pharrell is taking over Louis Vuitton. He's gonna be the new creative director, and I know that's like a big thing. And so like different things that have been going on that have been announced, but I'm just gonna be reviewing some things that happened during the different shows at these fashion weeks. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and jump into some of these memorable moments. The first show / moment that we're going to talk about is Gucci. Gucci did their very first show without their old creative director, Alessandro Michele. There was talk that this show is a nod to the Tom Ford era that Gucci had, you know, a while back. And there's not really much that I can say about that because Tom Ford left Gucci when I was around like 6 years old. So I did a little bit of research, but like I think the biggest thing was like the bags with like basically like the horse buckle type thing. They call it like a east-west style, basically like since it's long, it's like east-west, I guess. So yeah, that was like something that really stuck out. And the main thing that I thought was really cool about this show is the sunken like living room vibe. I know this is like something that they used to do like in houses like in like the 70s, and I think it's really cool. I thought that was like something that was very interesting, where they had the little like sunken living room and it was like all velvet and whatnot. Also, I thought it was really cool that the models were coming like in and out of elevators. I thought that was kind of like innovative and like unique way to like have them like entering. There's like elevators on like every side of the room. So I thought that was really cool too. So since they did the show without Alessandro, they basically had the Gucci like team kind of do the show, and they're waiting, you know, I think the next season in September is going to be with the new creative director, but for now we just got a little bit of like a teaser, which there was a bunch of different things going on with it, but yeah, that's what we got so far. Okay, so the next show is it's called the Fake It Till You Break It show, or that was the collection title, Fake It Till You Break It. This brand, well, first of all, I don't know how to properly pronounce the name. It's AVAVAV. So yeah, basically they last season did a show where like basically all the models were like stumbling over themselves, like they all like basically every single model fell down. And so this collection, they had a lot of the pieces were like falling apart. So like whether it be like the bib of the hat came off, or like the bag came apart from the handle. And she basically mentioned that this has something to do with like, actually I'm just gonna read what it is that she said on Instagram so that you can see exactly what it is that she's explaining that this is supposed to be like a nod to. Okay, so I'm not going to read all of them. I'm just going to read the bottom section, but it'll be over here on the screen so you can read everything. I'm looking down at my laptop right now to read it off to you. It says, I've been asking myself, why is luxury so serious? The last collection was all about keeping up with a fake projection of wealth and the personal failure of losing face when this illusion crashes, which like at the end of the show there was like the whole thing crashed down, the whole like background fell down, which was like very interesting. I'm still on that theme. She says there's something very interesting with shame and what happens when we are vulnerable. What is the most embarrassing thing that can happen to a fashion house? I figured garments breaking might be it. She says, right now, the coolest attitude is exposing your vulnerability, carrying it as an accessory. So I think that's kind of like a cool concept, talking about being vulnerable and like all this, like, you know, like trying to keep up a facade or whatever, which I don't feel like everybody like wears luxury fashion to like have a facade. Like some people just like really like this stuff and they just wear it because they actually like it. But there are other people who buy it because they're like, oh, I want to fit in with this crowd. Like I want to like keep up this image. Like it, you know, like we have like people like Anna Delvey that were in the Netflix situation where it's like, okay, we see obviously like you're buying these things to like keep up a role. So yeah, I feel like it's very interesting and I'm excited to see like what else she does with this like idea, because she said she's kind of like still on this theme, so maybe her next show will be kind of like a lead to this as well, and I'm really interested to see where she goes with this. Okay, so the next show is the Bruce Glenn show. This was their very first show at New York Fashion Week, so they are obviously like very excited to be there. They're two brothers and they're identical twins, which is also pretty cool. They like have like this quirky like hairstyle, like their fashion is very like, it seems like, based on what I've seen on social media, very like representative of their personality. So that's very cool. I think that what was really cool, the name of their what is it called? The name of their collection is called The Sermon, which I feel like is pretty cool too. And they have mentioned basically their mom, like in the show they like mentioned their mom and how like much of an inspiration she was, and they grew up like in a Baptist church. And so like at the show I saw like some of the other influencers that I follow on YouTube and stuff promoting or like talking about it in their vlogs, and basically they were saying that like they had like church ladies passing out like I think fans and candies and stuff. Like, you know how like when you go to church you have the like ladies with the big hats and they're like, oh, would you like a candy, like, you know, whatever. And it's like, oh sweetheart, like you want to get a little Jolly Rancher out my purse, you know, like the vibes. So I thought that was really cute and really fun. Also, I just really liked how like laid back it seemed, and like they're like dancing with people like in the crowd, and they like had like a gospel artist open the show for them, which I felt was really cool. Her name is Naomi Rain, I'm pretty sure, and the name of the song that she was singing when she opened it was called Order My Steps, which is a song that I don't think I'm familiar with, but I do know that there's a song called Kingdom by Maverick City, and Kirk Franklin is in it as well, and she is featured on that song, and I really like that, because at first I was like, I don't know if I recognize this artist, and I was like, hold on, let me find out, did some research, and I was like, oh, she was in Kingdom. So yeah, we like her or whatever. I think it was really cool they used a gospel artist. They're like basically giving thanks, like glory to God that we're here in our first fashion week. And you know what, I'm here for that. Honestly, I'm here for all of that, giving glory to God, and I'm really grateful that somebody is really like doing that on this type of platform where everybody can see it and like not like being quiet about it. So because I know sometimes like, you know, following God and like being out loud about it can be kind of like like, oh, you're a Christian, like, and that's like a whole different thing. But like I like that they did that, and they also paid homage to their mom, and their mom passed away, and I just felt like it was really nice. My mom passed away, which I don't really feel like any like, oh, like their mom passed away and my mom passed away, so like, oh, we're siblings. But like, you know, like I just feel like it's really important to appreciate the people who kind of paved the way for you beforehand, and obviously giving glory to God, and like your parents like are the main people who raise you for most people, to get you to where you are and like make you the person that you are. So I feel like it's really cool. The whole vibes were really nice, and I really enjoyed it. I'm excited to see what else they have coming out. Their collection was really exciting, really fun, and we're here for them, to be honest, and that's all I have to say. Okay, so the next collection is by Calpurni. I really like what they've been doing. I like their last collection that they had put out. Was really cool, very like innovative. I really like the vibes, and I'm really interested in like if I had the coin, I think in the future I might do a video like if I had the money, what luxury items would I buy? Sorry, this is my sticky note with all my like information. If I had the money, what would I buy? And I feel like I would definitely get their swipe bag. I feel like it's really cute and I would really rock that. But I think it's like $600 or $700, something like that. Anyway, so my handy dandy with their show, they basically had robots on the show, which was really cool. They had, I think it's cool like that they're like being weird. Like I feel like weird stuff is cool, like not super weird. We're gonna get into weird in like a second. Actually, after this I'll go into something weird that was like a little OD on the weird for me. But this is like tasteful, weird, cool vibes. And like they had like the robot like taking off the sweater off of the girl, and like passing bags to different models. Like I feel like that type of stuff was really cool. And I feel like also it'd be very interesting. When I brought this up to Cameron, he was saying it would be really cool if they would have had like the robots in the clothes. And I was like, maybe that's something that we can see in the future. Like I wouldn't be surprised, right? But one thing that they said that kind of inspired their collection is this old fable called The Wolf and the Lamb. And they like on their Instagram, I'll have it over here so you can see like what it is that they were saying. But basically it says, and this part of the description, it says, the show presents Calpurni's vision, which is that there is neither a dominant nor a dominated, but that mankind and machine can live in harmony. So I feel like, and I saw like a little video that Instagram had reposted of them. I think I'll put that up here as well. That they were basically kind of like talking about this old fable about the wolf and the lamb, and basically like they replaced the wolf with the robot creature situation, and like basically just how we can all live in harmony, like animals, humans, and robots alike. And it's like kind of their positive vision for the future. So I don't know, how do you guys feel about that? Definitely give me your information in the comments about what you think. If you want to be living co-handed with robots, are you down for that? Let me know. Okay, we were talking weird. Weird is here. Okay, so Kalina Estrada, I actually found out about them like beginning of last year or something like that. Whenever they did like, I don't remember what collection it was, but they did a collection a little while ago, and I found out about them. This was my first time hearing about them, and I kind of like didn't keep up with them as much. I followed them on social media, and then I think I ended up unfollowing. But basically, I thought they were really cool, very colorful, and like sustainable fashion. But this, too much for me. I don't know. You'll see it here. Basically, they had models dressed in all of this animalistic stuff. They had models going up to guests and like rubbing their heads on them. Like there was a guy dressed as a dog that was like rubbing his head on somebody's lap, sniffing feet. Casual, I guess. They also had like a model that was dressed like a cat that was meowing, and there was like a model dressed as like, I think like a rhino and a horse, like a bunch of different random things, which I feel like, okay, credit for creativity, but like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say a lot about that. We'll just talk about the collection, right? It was memorable. It was definitely memorable, right? So basically they had models and all these different things, but they also had, everything is sustainable and recycled as far as I'm aware. They also had this collection with Vans that they are promoting in the show. All of the shoes, I'll have like pictures of the shoes here, but basically they have like animal feet on the shoes, and it's like part of the vibe of the collection or whatever. So yeah, this is kind of like their vibe that they were doing. I'll read a little bit of what they had on the little show notes. It says, this collection, like all Kalina collections, strives to honor both our inner show pony, who is playful and likes to ruffle feathers, and our inner workhorse, who is reliable, durable, and strategically, I can't read this last word that I wrote, but yeah, so that is what they were going for with the show. I honestly, even that little description, I don't understand like it completely, the whole vibe of what they were going for. But I do think, I will say that it was interesting that they had the recycled and sustainable materials, which is one of the reasons why I think I was kind of interested in them in the beginning. But yeah, the whole horse faces and all these different things, I don't know. Let me know your opinion. And the very last that we will be reviewing today is Diesel. I feel like a lot of people heard about this, maybe even if you're not like part of fashion, or like not part of fashion, but like, you know, you don't really keep up with this type of stuff. Diesel did the center of their show was a 200,000 or a pile of 200,000 boxes of condoms. Durex condoms to be specific. I think it was like a collaboration situation, and basically they're trying to shed light on positive and safe sex. So that was interesting to me, and they're gonna be giving away free condoms at all of their store locations starting in April. So I guess you're gonna be going to Diesel and you have a purchase to make sure you ask for the free condoms, or they'll just be involved. I don't know, but yeah, so I can read a little bit about what they had to say about that so we can get some context. So it says, freedom, pleasure, experimentation, play. Diesel stands for democracy, choice, and sex positivity as a human right. The Diesel Fashion Week 2023, or the Diesel Fall Winter 2023 runway show in Milan was set around an avalanche of 200,000 Durex condom boxes promoting culture of safe sex and sex positivity. Clint Martins calls the collection more condensed and more concentrated, more grown up, fun, and strong and playful for successful living, which is, I guess, the slogan of Durex, I guess. So yeah, that was kind of like their vibe. I feel like, I guess that's a cool message to be like sending to the kids that are like interested in Diesel or whatever. Like, okay kids, make sure you're using a condom, giving out free condoms if you buy our clothes, like, you know, whatever. I guess that's cool. So yeah, these are all of the memorable fashion moments that I noticed. There's obviously tons of other things that happened during Fashion Month, but I can't cover them all in one video. So if you have any that you felt like I should have included that were really cool, comment those down below. Let me know which one you think is the most quirky, the most memorable of all of these that I mentioned today. And yes, that's it for today's video. Definitely make sure you stay tuned and tune in for the video where Cameron styles all of my outfits for the week. That'll be really fun. It's already been really fun. I know what all the looks are going to be, so I'm excited to share them with you guys. And yeah, that'll be all for today, and I just can't wait for you guys to see everything else that I have coming. I've planned out the whole month, so we're we're organized this month, and we have all the videos ready for you guys, and I'm excited for you guys to see them all. So yes, I will talk to you guys soon, you guys. Bye.